Hey there, I'm Aman and you're watching the latest episode of Tech Swami, and today I'm going to compare two sexy phones which are called as OnePlus 3T and the second one is the Oppo F3 Plus. And as you know, Oppo F3 Plus is launched today and it is available in India for purchasing. So let's start with the comparison and I will tell you which phone is better for you, either the OnePlus or the second one F3 Plus from the Oppo. So let's roll in. So let's first talk about the design factor, and if I talk about the design, they're really similar to each other. How? Because these both the phones are made up of the metal construction and they are very similar to the metal unibody design. But if I talk about the looks, they are very similar to each other. One of the phone comes with a very big factor design and the other one is a little bit smaller in the size. If I talk about the Oppo F3 Plus, it comes with a 6-inch massive screen which makes the device a phablet. If I talk about the OnePlus 3T, it's a smaller device with a 5.5-inch display size. So this is the dissimilarity between the phones, that the one phone is very big and the second one is smaller to be held in the one hand. And yeah, if we talk about the Oppo F3 Plus, it looks like an iPhone, but if I talk about the 3T, it has its own unique style. So the phones are very similar and dissimilar in their own ways. So let's get to the display. If I talk about the display, the OnePlus 3D, it comes with a 5.5-inch display which comes with an AMOLED panel, which means it will deliver you a better color production and the vibrant colors which makes your eyes very pleasing. And if I talk about the F3 Plus, it comes with a big huge screen, that's a 6-inch display which comes with the LCD panel. No doubt the screen is very good and it produces very good colors, but there is no comparison between the AMOLED and the LCD panel. AMOLED is definitely better than the LCD if we look towards the phones. If you notice about the two devices, these both are 1080p resolution screens. So if we talk about 3T, it's a 5.5-inch AMOLED 1080p screen. If we stare at the screen of 3T, it is very pleasing to our eyes. It's a 1080p resolution, so it is really satisfactory screen resolution for a 5.5-inch device with the AMOLED panel. But if I talk about the F3 Plus, it has a 6-inch massive screen, which means at least we should have a Quad HD display. It is a LCD panel and it is coming with a 1080p screen, but it will lack in details because it's a massive screen, so Quad HD should be there. But it will result you in better battery backups. That means F3 Plus will give you much more efficient battery backups. But yeah, if as I had told you that the 3T has an AMOLED panel, it is sure that it will also give good battery backup because AMOLED screen consume less power than the LCD one. And if I talk about the protection, then the protection is better on F3 Plus because F3 Plus comes with a Gorilla Glass 5 protection and the OnePlus 3D comes with a Gorilla Glass 4. So if I talk about the comparison, I would say that 3T has a better display because it's a AMOLED panel and it comes with a little bit smaller size factor. For me, if I prefer a device with a 5 to 5.5 inch, not a 6-inch device. It's a very massive one. It depends upon your preference. If you want a bigger display, bigger size, then this phone F3 Plus is better for you. But if you like a smaller device like a 5.5-inch display and around, then OnePlus 3T will be best for you. So let's get ahead and let's talk about what we get inside the device in the hardware section. So here it's a complete different story in the platform system. As if I talk about the F3 Plus, the newer model which has arrived in the market has a Snapdragon 653 SoC. Yes, the Snapdragon 653 SoC, which is an octa-core processor, but it's not the high-end chipset of Snapdragon. As we compare to OnePlus 3T, it has a Snapdragon 821, which means it's a really great processor, and the OnePlus 3T, which is a high-end processor of 2016. So it's the best processor which we are getting in the OnePlus 3T, but F3 Plus in the same price segment is giving a mid-range Snapdragon processor. That's a 653. So obviously the performance wise the 3T will be better if we talk about heavy games or heavy stuff which we have to do on the smartphones. Obviously OnePlus 3T will perform very well. And yeah, no doubt that the day-to-day operations or casual games and casual stuff you want to do is will be very good on F3 Plus also. But if you talk about heavy usage, the 3T will be better idea. And for graphics, the F3 Plus is using a 510 Adreno GPU, and if I talk about the 3T, it is using the 530 GPU. So it's obvious that the graphics quality will be better on 3T. So let's get to the RAM and the storage options. If I talk about the RAM, both the phones share the similar RAM option. That's the 6 GB RAM option, and yeah, it's very massive RAM which we can get in a 30,000 price point, and these phones are giving us the 6 GB of RAM. And 6 GB of RAM means it will give you a both the phones will give you very good experience of multitasking and day-to-day operations. They will help the games very well, and other tasks like rendering videos and another stuff which we have to perform on the phones. If I talk about the OnePlus 3T, the ROM optimization is very good, and we have seen after testing that the 3T was performing very well, and it helped 8 to 9 apps in its memory, and yeah, the pages did not reload. But it has to be tested on F3 Plus how the optimization has been done on the phone. So nothing can be say that the if we consider the RAM, that which phone will perform better, because F3 Plus has not been tested on the RAM basis. Let's see what happens. If I talk about the storage options, both are coming with the massive storage options. If I talk about the OnePlus 3T, it comes with two models. That is the 64 GB model and the 128 gigabytes model, and there is no option of expandable storages, so you have to consider that, and keep in mind you cannot expand your memory via SD card. But in the F3 Plus you get the model of 64 GB variant, and yeah, you can expand your memory by using SD card and inserting in the place of second SIM. Yeah, you get the hybrid slot here, but there's an option that you can expand your memory via SD card. That's a bigger point. So here comes the highlight point of this video. Actually, the F3 Plus is a camera centric phone, or I can say that it's a selfie centric phone, because it comes with the dual camera setup on the front side. So this part of the video is the most important comparison. If I talk about the cameras, so let's get started with the Oppo 3T. If you talk about the camera of Oppo 3T, on the rear side it comes with a 16 megapixel camera, which is of aperture size of 2.0, and it comes with a 1.2 micron size pixel size in the camera. So it will give you very good pictures, sharp pictures, and very good performance in daylight, and yeah, it also performs very good in low lighting. But if I talk about the F3 Plus, it comes with the same 16 megapixel shooter, but it comes with a 1.7 aperture size. That's a very big difference from the OnePlus 3T. Obviously the F3 Plus will give better performance than the OnePlus 3T, because this lens size is very bigger. The aperture size is 1.7. that means the low lighting performance and the performance and semi kind of lighting, it will give better results than the OnePlus 3T. Yeah, main thing to note is these smartphones both are coming with the optical image stabilization. That means your video recording and the picture qualities in low light are going to be very good. So in rear side camera, I will vote to the F3 Plus because of the aperture size. That's the f by 1.7. And if I talk about the front cameras, in OnePlus 3T you will get a 16 megapixel shooter, similar to the rear side, and it's a f2.2 aperture size, and it gives great selfies when you click it. But if I talk about the F3 Plus, the game changes. Yeah, it has a dual camera setup on the front side, which means F3 Plus has an advantage of of having a USP of dual camera setup of the front side. It comes with a 16 megapixel standard camera with the support of 8 megapixel wide angle camera, which will give you which will offer you to offer the 120-degree angles picture support. It will help you in taking group selfies and very beautifully. So let's jump into the battery side. If we talk about the OnePlus 3T, it comes with a 3400 mAh battery, and in the F3 Plus it's a 3600 mAh battery, which means F3 Plus will give you little bit more battery backup. But if I talk about the charging time, obviously OnePlus 3T comes ahead because no doubt both the phones have fast charging support, but there is no comparison of the dash charging which is compatible with the OnePlus 3T, and it's just a miracle that a battery can be charged from 0 to 100% in just an hour, and that's the fastest charging time which a phone can do. So in the battery side, I will say if you need a little more battery backup, the F3 Plus will be better for you. But if you want fast charging, the fastest charging which can be held in a phone, which can be done in a phone, that's a OnePlus 3T, the best choice for you. So the next thing is very important, and that's the sensors. The both phones are the flagships of their own respective companies. So the thing is clear that you will get all the important sensors like compass, magnetometer, or the gyroscope, which is very important for virtual reality. That means you can use both the phones with the VR gear. Auto brightness is there, so this is a good point that the both phones come with a great features and fully loaded sensors in them. So now for the conclusion, I will say the both phones are very good and they carry some awesome features. But if I talk about which is a perfect phone, the answer is no phone is perfect because every phone has its own unique features and every phone has some flaws. And let's be specific, I have made some points and I will tell you. If you want a very powerful phone with a great chipset which can deliver you a very high performance, in which you can do very heavy stuff, very heavy gaming. If you are a tough gamer, hard gamer, you play a lot of games, then you can consider the OnePlus 3T because it has a decent camera, no doubt, and it can click very good selfies also, and it has the high-end processor of the 2016, that's the Snapdragon Qualcomm 821, which is the best processor for 2016. And if I talk about the battery life, it also delivers a good battery backup, and alongside it has a fastest charging ever in the smartphone. So this phone will be a great device who want a high-end device with a high-end processor, and they can have a they can do high stuff on their smartphones. But if I talk about the other side, if you are a camera geek, you want a very good camera, you want low light pictures to be very good, and you want that your camera can just do miracles, and you are a selfie geek also. If you click lots of selfie, not only solo selfie, you click very much group selfies, ton of group selfies, and you need more battery backup. You want a very beautiful device, like it looks like an iPhone, definitely it looks very pretty, and it also performs casual tasks, day-to-day tasks very well. So in that case, the Oppo is definitely for you. But if I talk about the screen factor, then the Oppo has a bigger size. It depends on you that if you want a bigger size, you have bigger hands, then you can go for the 6-inch phablet, the Oppo F3 Plus. But if you like some compact devices like 5.5-inch, that's not a compact, but definitely smaller than the one F3 Plus. And yeah, if you like the phone, then you can go for that. And in the end, I will say that the both phones are very good. There is nothing perfect, but it depends upon your preferences. And I want to know that which phone is better for you, and what do you think that which phone is better, F3 Plus or OnePlus 3D, and why? Which feature admires you the most, and which and yeah, I would like to ask you that which phone is more beautiful for you. So I will like to hear from you all in the comment section. So comment which feature did you sound the best. Now I will like to sign off from this episode, and I will hope that I will see you all in the next episode. Till then, take care of yourself and your loving ones, and I will meet you in the next episode. Jai Hind, Jai Ganesh.